So let's go back to a little bit more modeling. We have here, for example, an interior area, so something goes down, and then we have another horizontal element. So how do we model this? This is kind of like at the 10 centimeter mark. But when we go to here now, yeah, where's 10 centimeters? There's actually why this initial copy we made comes in very handy now, because now we could go ahead and say, so what's the length of this one? So 19. Okay, good. Let's make a subdivide a point. Select this point and then GG. We slide this up till one side says 10. Okay, so there is now the position of 10. The 3D cursor can be very useful for this because Shift S cursor to select it. Zack, there it is. Then we will leave object edit mode, hide this, go back to this, go to here, select maybe here these 2 points, right click subdivide. Where is that point? There it is. And then GG, we slide it up so it fits in there. Okay. Or we could even say, since we didn't really change this line, Shift S, selection to cursor. Zack. So this is now exactly that position where it should be. We have here, this is inside the speaker, so this is slightly difficult to measure. So we have there something that goes in. We can try modeling it this way again. Everything what we do is speed. In this exercise, we're pretty slow because I'm explaining how all this stuff works. But imagine you're sitting with a client or you have, hey, half an hour, quickly make a concept model. It doesn't have to be pretty, just so we can talk about something. So as a quick shortcut, because we also have kind of like this curve to make the design a little bit more consistent, maybe here I would like to have something that is similar to this. So Shift D of this selection, then Control M and Z. So it is actually mirrored, and then Control M and X and mirrored this way. And then this is turned on, G and snap, bang. There we are. Cool. Okay. That looks good. And then maybe from here, E and X, bring this over, hold control, and we snap, whoops, we snap to there. And then these points here, we select and retire. Yeah. Okay. Now, when we turn on our screw modifier, oh, we can't really see the stuff now, and you see something kind of funny is happening. At this point, maybe we might want to start splitting our stuff. So I go into edit mode, edge select, B, and select all these edges. And now we go to mesh and separate selection. Look at that. Now we have 2 objects. Cool, no? So we can turn this off. And there we see the inside. Why is there actually this sharp shading point? Oh, this might be because of this. Yep, that's it. Okay. You notice there the center point there was a tiny issue. Also here we have a small issue. I really don't know what it is actually they have down there, since the speaker is very you can't really take it apart. Maybe we might have to push this down further a little bit more. So for the moment, let's go back to this object here. We go to edit mode, and here let's turn this off for the moment. Go back to point select. And it looks like from here, 5 centimeters to the left. So Shift D and escape. Then I move this one down. G and X. This is, as we can see, upper left corner here, -5. Very good. And then I can see, there's an element. Okay. So I would like this line to go down, but it really, yeah, it is. It is actually parallel to this line. Let me show you something interesting. So this I will delete. I will select this line, Shift D, bring this to there, and then S, simply scale this one up. And now, so I know this is a position where it should connect to. Cool. So this way I drew a line parallel to there by just making a copy. And then this one here, GG, I can lift up a little bit. E and X, hold Control, snap to that one, select this, and that looks very much as it is rounded. So GG, there's a little problem. You see how I cannot move this further down. So let's do it this way. This is actually a good exercise to repeat this. So this direction I would like to copy in. So I select this edge, go to normal, and then say plus. Then I can go back to point select. And you see now when I have this here, this vector selected, how my 3D widget adjusts. So you go down to there, maybe down to here, I don't know. Is this actually under it? Yeah, it goes actually into it. Okay, and then this one, in this case here, goes straight down. And there, at this point I would like to round, but I don't really know much yet. So in this case, here we will give this a bevel weight. Okay, bevel, move this one up, vertex, weight 2 centimeters, 15. Okay, so we can kind of see how this looks. 2 looks too big, so maybe a 1. Let's say 1.5. Yeah, okay. It's a little bit tricky to measure all the stuff. Good, so this actually seems to work fine. This object that is actually inside, I would like to separate, and I should because this is another object. So I will simply select it and then go to Mesh and Separate, Selection, and there I have now a new object on my own. Cool, no? So when I can turn this on, you see how I can see how everything looks in the inside. There, I can select this, turn this on. Also here, there, very good. No? Okay. And last thing maybe here, this I would like to rebuild. Now in relationship to this, I don't like this. So we go into edit mode, AAA and AA, deselect everything. I do this here one more time, Shift D and bring this to there. Control M Z, Control M X, AA, select all this and delete, select all this. I have this still turned on. So this point, G, and snap to there. Okay. Here I still have this one point. E and X. I simply snap this over bigger than needed. So you see now how I'm moving this line up. I'm simply moving this deeper in. Maybe like there. I have no idea if this is correct, but for our modeling, this is perfectly fine. Okay, so AA, this is all junk. We delete it. This I will bring over. Select both of these points. GZ, and then I snap it to there. And then this one I snap to there. And because I have the vertex join, it's joined together automatically. Yeah, now this looks better. Cool. Okay, very nice. So this is actually quite good. Yeah, this is also good. And we're actually getting close to finish this model. So if we take a look at this reference object, now there we can see this all has a color, there's something, and then there is a groove. How do we do this groove actually? This groove is 4 centimeters. Okay. Hide this, there's this one. And then I will go to edit mode, Control R, select the midpoints, delete all this, go back to object mode, and this should be, I will make this 4 centimeters. And show me all this one more time. Ah, very good. So you see that how, sorry. This 4 centimeter block is smaller, and then the extrusion. And this pretty much lines up with here. There you see there, this is where the cut should start, and this is where the extrusion starts. Okay, so very nice. So now I could use this object, Shift D and Escape, go to edit mode, then I select all this, move this over, maybe a little bit to there, go to a side view. Why? Hold on one second. Whoop, sorry for the crazy. Oh, I moved it and then it disappeared, and that's because I had this turned on. Sorry, that is what confused me here for a moment. So I want to know what's the distance here. Q, edge length, and we can also show this in millimeters. So it's not even a millimeter. Huh? 1 millimeter? Ah, scale factor. And apply the scale factor there. Okay, good. Yeah, that looks better. So we go to 2 millimeters. Okay. So with this object, what I want to see and try is, so I will, in edit mode, I will remove just the face. So it's just this plain thing. Then we will do a revolve. So screw modifier. This has 64, so we should do 64 here too, also for rendering. And turn this on. Okay. I will call this one groove. Hide it. And select this body, Boolean modifier, and I hope I can cut this one out. And it did not. Fast. Oh, with fast it works. Okay. Good. Way too deep also. Here, this groove object I will select, and then display, viewport, make this wire, go to edit mode, wireframe mode, select the 2 points, shaded mode, and then you see I moved the lower 2 points up, so I get a nice, kind of like a nice groove. Okay, yeah, something like this. Looks perfect. If I want to be actually more precise, I could even try to do something like this. So U and U go down. So you see I lined up this point and this point kind of like on the surface. And now I could, it's also another good situation. You see how the object is being clipped? Let's go to view, and this clipping we can simply set to 0. And then we can zoom in super close. So we make this a millimeter. Okay, let's do the same here. There's a millimeter. So what we did basically is you see this groove that is down here follows a little bit originally the surface. Now we did actually do this cut via the Boolean modifier. If you don't want to do this, we would need to go into edit mode, add actually these points, GG, slide them a little bit, and then select all this, E and Z, model this down. So we do this hand modeling by hand. But the problem then only is it's cut away, or we modeled it away. We can't easily undo it, which is why I like working with the Boolean modifier more, because then I can simply explore the shapes easier without having to do too much handwork. Okay, good. Yeah, we notice actually this stuff here. I think this is maybe 1 millimeter. Yeah, okay, good. We can still zoom in really close, but when we're 1 millimeter in front of an object, then actually it starts to clip. When we are 10 millimeters in front of an object, the camera starts to clip. Clipping is actually really useful also when we want to look into an object without having to do Alt B to do a cut section. And we simply slide in and slide out, and the camera clips for us. Let's clean up everything a little bit. So this is actually our base. Very good. So done. What is this one? This is actually base speaker height. Then this is actually top button height. And these are alignment objects. This is actually internal light, or whatever that thing is. Or maybe there is like some of the electronics inside. And what is this? This is top body. Okay, and then right click collection, and then here, so this is the base. So you, and you, all those go in there. We can call this draft or something. Then all the other objects are gone, and we only see the part we're really curious about. And yeah, I would say actually the modeling of the main body is done. The only thing left, so we have to do is kind of like the feet. These are a little bit tricky. You see how they are very organic and beveled. So we will do something that kind of gives the idea of what we are trying to achieve in the next video. Okay.